The technical analysis was correct, but I got scam-wicked. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm in the Pipe 5x5 here in Dubai. And man, it was a brutal trade yesterday. The market pumped exactly where I would say, hey, if it pumps to, and we can take a long trade. And what did it do? It dumped on us. And yeah, we'll talk about that and more in today's episode. We're going to be talking about basically the news, of course, what's going on. If you could get in trouble for your DeFi protocols and what you can do in order to prevent getting in trouble by using DeFi applications. All right. And also, we're going to be talking about my meetup. Now, we've sold out again for the meetup on the 14th. So I'm just going to open up 50 more positions, right? Because it was crazy. Wow. Sold out. 400 people signed up. So we're going to do 50 more people. And yeah, I think that will be it, right? So anyways, if you're interested in trading, you can trade at bybit.davincij15.com, and the links are in the description below. Let's talk about the first thing in the news is make your code immutable to avoid jail. Policy exec advises devs. Okay, so developers building decentralized applications should ensure the backing smart contracts can't ever be changed. This way, they're less likely to be liable for scams occurring on the platform, a policy executive claims. From a regulatory standpoint, this is actually really important. Okay, so the question is, she's trying to say is that, hey, wait a second, should I, as a developer, build a decentralized application, which, you know, I'm unable to turn it off, I'm unable to take any money out of it so that I won't get into trouble. Now, I think this is a good advice, right? You can try to mitigate the security protocols with multiple keys and all that kind of stuff, and governance and so forth, right? Voting. But again, as long as there's a way to steal money, people will try to do so. So keep that in mind. And I think whilst the advice is sound, it is not something that everybody should listen to and should consider weigh the pros and cons and determine for yourself if your application should have a sealed door so that no one can take the money, or should be open. Okay, we're speaking about leaving it open. U.S. has no authority to prosecute DeFi trades, says the lawyer from Mango marketing hacker. During an opening statement, Avram Enzenberg's criminal trial, both sides debate whether DeFi transactions are covered by existing financial laws. In a fiery exchange of opening statements today before a Manhattan jury, federal prosecutors squared off against the lawyer for Avram Enzenberg, the crypto trader accused of committing fraud by draining over $100 million from Solana DeFi trading platform Mango Markets in 2022. Okay, so what does this mean, right? You're thinking, okay, he stole the money, right? Well, let's break it down a little bit, right? So first off, you don't know who did it, right? And second off, right, you do know, right, that the way decentralized platforms work is that you can, like decentralized trading platforms, you can deposit liquidity on both sides for the trades. And basically deposits in the crypto on one side, and liquidity of, like, let's just say the price of the crypto in an even amount, right? And at any point in time, you can take away that liquidity, both of them, right? So that is effectively what your ability to do. Now, there is a solution to that. You can put no liquidity in, or put 1 penny's worth or a small amount, or create an application that puts the liquidity in but can't let you take it out. And then once you do that, this way, no one can take liquidity out, so that if someone buys up some crypto there, no one will be able to take basically do a rug pull and take all the money out. And so he could have done it that way. He could have done it that way, right? That's possible under a current system, but he didn't. So the question is, did he drain the platform? Did he drain the money? And if he did, right, is that illegal? Because that's part of the contract. It is what you've agreed to. So that's what he can argue, right? He can argue that you agree to accept the terms of the contract of the smart contract, that he could take the money out at any time. And so there it is. That's how it works, right? So is he guilty of anything? It's going to be interesting, right? If this is going to set a precedent in criminal law, actually, for DeFi projects going forward. All right, moving on. Before I get on to the trade that just got absolutely devastated, there was a recent hack, and my redirects were for all the different, like such as bybit.davincej15.com, 2bit.davincej15.com, and coinw.davincej15.com was modified, but we fixed it. Let's see, I believe that everything is placed back here. I'm wondering if CoinW is CoinW. Yes, there it is. So we have everything back in order, and we've increased the security. So there is a username and password. So this is internal, right? You can't access this, but moving forward, everything internal will be secured and locked down moving forward so that this does not occur again. Now, the hacker did not have access to anything, any kind of data for the people logging in, even though he said he did, and that was all nonsense. He only had access to that web redirect, and that was it, because of a flaw in the web server. Okay, with that said, Bitcoin, it closed clearly 4-hour candle here, right? We closed the 4-hour candle outside and failed. That was impressive. Honestly, that was impressive. I did not see that coming. I thought for sure it was going to break out or at least bounce off of this level here. And it didn't even do that. It just kept going down. So yeah, it was a ridiculous scam wick here. This where we pumped up and then came right back to where we basically took off from. This is Bitcoin today, right? We break out of clear trend lines and fall back into them. So when you're trading with this, right, always do 5%, follow the 5% rule. No more than 5% of your wealth should you risk. And let me tell you, I'll be honest, I was so sure on this one, I went above that 5%. And I took a big hit on this, right? So yeah, there it is. The market will humble you, right? Time and time again, when you think for sure, yes, the technical analysis was correct. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? However, the market will do whatever it wants to do and whenever it wants to do it. And with big industry players coming into the market, they love to draw out these patterns. And this is why I don't do Forex, right? They love to do these patterns just to mess with you. Just to mess with you, right? So yeah, that's what they did. That's why I like to go with ETH, right? But Ethereum had pretty much said the same thing. Yeah, we're leaving. So I was convinced, right, that this was real. And yeah, unfortunately it wasn't. It was a breakout. Now, we're still not out of the woods, meaning that we're not like, okay, this means it's going to reverse and we're going to dump here. We're not in that situation. It's just this whole pattern is just this explosive. This move here is just nullified. I think we're still in the situation where this thing could break either way, right? And we're just going to assume that they're going to probably do this the opposite direction, right? If they have the power to do it the one way, they're going to have the power to do it the other way. So probably along in this area, right? Stop loss, or we add actually a small long here, like how 2.5%, and then we add another 2.5% down here, and then we take a stop loss somewhere below the 58,000 to 59,000 actually, and just walk away. So that would be it. So they're probably going to try to do the same thing, say screw you all, and then go higher. So I would expect that from them at this point in time. Alrighty, so that's what I see with Bitcoin on the longer term time frame. For Ethereum, right? They don't generally do this few moves on Ethereum, but now I guess because I started noticing that, hey, Ethereum was telegraphing what Bitcoin was supposed to do. Now it's actually saying, hey, doing the same thing basically. So they're probably managing it now. It's not telegraphing anymore what Bitcoin is going to do, because this was the same thing. We closed clearly above the clear trend line here, and then nope. Yeah. So, but here's another interesting point, that this actually, we have until the May 24th, of course, when this crosses. So we still have a long way to go. So this could have been an indication right there that maybe this was a BS move, and we're going to have to retest this lower levels of the 3,300 or something like that down this line here, retest this trend line, upward moving trend line, and then decide to go. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for Ethereum to do, and I'm going to be buying. I'm going to have all my cash, my US cash that I hold cash. I'm going to hold it in Ethereum from here on out. If Ethereum comes back down here, even if it breaks lower, I'm still going to convert all my cash to Ethereum, because I think Ethereum is going to perform extremely well in the coming days. All right, with that said, right, if you're interested in trading, make sure you head over to bybit.davincij15.com, 2bit.davincij15.com, or coinw.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope to see you guys at my meetup on Sunday. It's going to be fun. Next week is going to be interesting. I'm probably going to have some days off because of the events that are going on here in Dubai with Token 2049 Blockchain Live. Thank you guys for voting in Blockchain Live. I really appreciate you guys. And yes, I will be there at all the events. And so I hope I'll see you guys there as well. Cheers.